Good afternoon, guys. Well, I wanted to share this with you. We took old Hoke and Daisy on a little trip, and we've gone straight north from our place in southwest Kansas. Now we're in north central Nebraska, and this is the sand hills of Nebraska. This is gorgeous up here. I've never been here. Been going to Nebraska my whole life, but the Omaha area. Really don't know the name of the river. When we went over the bridge, it said Scenic River, and it is quite scenic. It's very pretty. All the hills. As far as the plants and stuff, it reminds me of home. A lot of prairie grasses, cedar trees, um, like a desert-like area that's real sandy here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, that purple plant? I don't know what it is. I'm going to zoom in on the river down there. It's pretty hot here. I'm thinking it's in the low 90s. It's in the upper 90s back home, and the wind is howling. At least the wind's not blowing here. And I'm going to start walking back and hope that these other people that pulled in don't listen to me yak. But this is there's a trail. It appears to go all along the ridge of this, overlooking down into the river. Let me pan around. There sits Hoke and Daisy down there. And as you can see, the cedar trees, the sand hills. Somewhere in this area is I think the country's maybe largest sandhill cranes. They migrate to this area, somewhere in this region. Clear off in the distance, you can see the river winding its way through the hills and the trees. Just so pretty. Didn't realize this existed. But there's a highway, I believe that's Highway 83. I don't know how far south and north, but it goes right down through southwest Kansas, Garden City, and Liberal, and those monument rocks that I showed you in my last video. I'm going to try to walk down this trail without falling. Yes, I know I'm in rattlesnake country, so if there's a rattlesnake, well, if there's anything that moves, actually, the camera will go flying and I'll go toppling down the hill, but you'll hear a loud scream. Look, the wildflowers. They're just everywhere. Wish I had the talent of some of those others like Aja. She would know how to get in there and really make beautiful photos of it, but I don't have that talent. Lots of yucca plants. See if I can. I was telling you in my video of the monument rocks in northwest Kansas about the brown pods on these plants. By the way, these are considered a noxious weed. But you see the white flowers at the top of those sometimes, and then they turn into those brown pods. The white flowers are actually edible, and as I mentioned before, the cattle really like those. Back off. Sorry for the wind. So this trail goes, we're going to drive around, but I did want you to see I think this would be a perfect boondocking spot. It's up near Thedford, Nebraska, and from Thedford you go south on 83, and the only reason we pulled in is because it said scenic overlook, and of course I wanted to stop, but I wanted to show you by sand hills. It's a real fine, soft sand, really nice sand. There's not a whole lot of traffic on this highway either, which is why we chose to come this route. We don't, as I've told you before, we don't particularly care to go on the major highways. But I did want to show you this spot. I think it'd be perfect for boondocking. There's no signs anywhere that say no camping, no overnight stay. So any boondockers We're going to go on up to another national park, probably about 30 miles from here, and stay. But anyway, it's just a little turnaround on this highway. You could tuck back in the trees a little bit. There's a couple of trash containers. And I'll go up here. There's a picnic table. And you can't hear what little road traffic there is. You can hear it, but barely. Nothing like a lot of major highways. So, I wanted to share this with you. If anybody's in this area, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And there's a trail that goes up. And there's several trails that cut off and go up. Anyway, I hope to share more of our trip with you. Bye-bye.